I love pets. I mean, I have two of them. And guys, I might be a little biased, but they are the most hairy and gorgeous creatures ever. And I'm not exaggerating on the hair part. I realize over the last couple of years, there are so many ups and sometimes downs to having a pet or many pets. So, as a designer who is constantly trying to find practical solutions to make her life easier, I found a couple of solutions for myself, and I also found some wonderful ideas online. If you have a cat or a dog at home, this video is for you. The main problem, I believe, will always be the hair. Some people have hypoallergenic pets, so they never shed, and I'm not jealous. But if your lovely hairball is shedding a lot, I've got some recommendations. Remove the rugs as much as you can. I know it's not ideal. You might leave one, for example, in the living room or dining room, but skip the foyers and hallways. Bathrooms are generally fine. You might want to keep the bathroom doors closed most of the time. That's what I started doing because my devilish cat loves ripping the top of the bathroom rug. So I gave up on that. Also, another reason you shouldn't have rugs is because naturally we collect dust all the time, right? On top of that, when your pets shed, they also leave behind dander, like tiny bits of skin, which gets trapped in rugs. This buildup becomes a playground for allergens, which affects air quality, especially for anyone with asthma or pet allergies. Another big one is if your pet has ever had an accident, for example, some dogs pee right away when they get too excited. Rugs absorb not just the mess, but the odor too. Certain fibers like wool are especially absorbent. Even after the cleaning, the smell can stick in the underlayers. So in conclusion, if you don't want to deal with frequent vacuuming and deep cleaning, I would stay away from rugs. Synthetic ones, by the way, are easier to clean, but if you're looking at vintage hand-knotted area rugs, I think you should think again. Your investment might go to waste. But let's not just abandon the rug idea altogether. I love them, and I think they really make a space feel complete. So let me give you some suggestions. Skip natural fiber rugs. That means jute, wool, viscose, silk, and most people's favorites, vintage Persian and Turkish rugs. I think the worst is jute rugs. By the way, they trap smell, hair, and moisture like a sponge, believe me. Stick to synthetic rugs like polyester. They are 1. More resistant to staining, 2. Easier to clean with water or vinegar solutions, 3. And let's face it, cheaper to replace if ruined. Another tip I can't stress enough: choose machine washable rugs. You can toss them in the machine every few weeks. Also, I don't know if you can relate, but when it's washed in the washing machine, I feel immediately relieved. If washing machine isn't an option, choose flat weave rugs so you can take them outside and hose them down. Personally, I love using my upholstery cleaner on rugs too. I got it probably a year ago from Amazon. I will put the link down below. It's a really good product, and you wouldn't believe how much dirt collects over time that we don't even see. If you combine it with a decent cleaning solution, I think it's an amazing investment. The biggest mistake dog owners make is thinking the smell is just dog smell they have to live with. Most of it comes from 3 places: their bed, their food area, and moisture trap in their coat. Let's start with actually caring for your dog's hygiene. Even if I say you should clean the bed every week, it won't help that much unless the dog is clean. After you bathe your dog with pet-friendly shampoo, and only that by the way, you really need to dry them thoroughly because we all know that wet dog smell. Once you do that, you'll notice the smell disappears. You can always get a cover for the bed, like we do for our own bed. If your dog likes to sleep on the couch, as I previously mentioned, the upholstery cleaner works wonders, trust me. I add a little bit of a laundry detergent to the cleaner if there are no stains, and don't laugh, a little bit of a softener too. It smells amazing. The location of the food area also makes a difference when it comes to smell, especially whether you feed them dry or wet food. Don't place their bowls in corners where air doesn't move. Near a window or somewhere with natural airflow helps prevent that stale food smell from settling. And don't forget to wash those bowls daily. Wet food residue gets gross really fast. Important reminder, by the way, if you serve wet food and your dog or cat doesn't eat it right away, throw it out. It can quickly grow bacteria, which is harmful to your pet and creates a horrible smell, especially in winter with heaters on, or in summer if it's exposed to sunlight. With cats, it's almost always litter related. I found the perfect solution for that: perfect for me at least. I think I tried at least 6 different brands and types of litter, and each one failed my smell test. My seventh one is the winner of my heart, truly. If you choose a good litter and stick to a consistent cleaning schedule, it helps a lot. As for the litter box, I highly recommend enclosures with multiple functions. You will see open boxes, hooded ones, top entry types, and automatic options. Realistically, the automatic ones are the best for both smell and functionality, but they are expensive if you want a good one, and they take up a lot of space. For example, this one product alone is about $1,300. Long term, it's an amazing solution if you have the budget and the space. If not, do what I did. I get a litter box enclosure that looks like a beautiful piece of furniture. It has a removable litter trapper and a small open space where I keep the scoop and plastic bags. I also use it as a bench to tie my shoes. It's perfect solution. So multifunctional furniture will always be your friend, especially if you're living in a small space. If you add a stainless steel box and a plastic liner inside, you can clean it every 2 to 4 weeks with hot water and reuse it repeatedly. That's a budget-friendly and design-friendly option. Personally, I don't love seeing a litter box. Concealing it with furniture gives me a peace of mind. So we've covered smell and hair. Now let's talk about pet clutter. If you have cats and dogs, you know how quickly their stuff takes over. Food balls, toys, leashes, and litter boxes all need space, and it can feel overwhelming. But with the right approach, you can keep your home organized and still meet everyone's needs. If you have a dog, the leash, collar, and poop bag should be always accessible when you leave the house. Don't hide them somewhere far from the main door. The best solution is to place a console table with drawers next to or in front of the entrance so you can store them easily. Bonus, if the furniture has doors at the bottom, you can store your shoes or slippers there too. Especially in small spaces, always think about how to optimize the space while you're meeting your daily needs. One drawer can be for pet accessories, the other one can be keys or other items you want to grab quickly. The bottom can store your most worn shoes. For toys and clothes, I love open shelf units where you can customize with boxes. These can store both your pet's items and your own. For example, I bought our open shelf unit from IKEA, and you can probably guess which one it is. It is the Kallax shelf unit. It's 77 by 147 centimeters and only $99. I use it horizontally just like this, and I purchased a 4-pack of boxes from Amazon for about $40. I store everything from toys and pet treats to computer accessories, books, and office supplies. It's super budget friendly and easy to customize. For food, I would usually suggest custom solutions like pull-out drawers or movable cabinetry, but for this video, I will keep it simple. Plastic or glass containers, ready-made furniture will do the job just fine. And remember, labeling helps. You'd be surprised how many times I opened a bin expecting pet food and found tangled chargers instead. Label it and make your life easier. Also, keep your containers close to the feeding area. No one wants to carry a heavy bag of kibble across the house. If you can, dedicate a cabinet or a lower drawer in the kitchen just for food and treats. You don't need a custom mudroom to stay organized. Just a few smart choices that work for your routine. Your home should support your lifestyle, not get in the way of it. Thank you so much for watching. Hope you found it really helpful and got a few ideas to use at home. I will see you in the next one, so stay tuned for more practical tips and design advice.